Yes!
Okay, Wilson, you grab onto something.
Do I gain a stress?
So I've got
Nope.
No, okay.
4 and then 5. Yeah, that's right. Not a single one of anything.
Right. You're going to save Miller?
Yeah.
Would you do it even if it meant you'd have to die? Just out of interest. Not saying that'll happen.
No.
Would you let her fall if it meant you had to survive? Just saying. Just asking the question. Just putting it out there.
Yes.
I need something to say.
Right, okay, so the umbilical starts flapping, the marines go out, the whaling Utani guy is sort of holding on. He's holding on to your leg and you're holding on and you're just trying to kick him off. You're okay. You can see Miller's there, and basically if this agent doesn't let go, they're both going out. Anything, have you got anything? Can you think of anything you could do to save Miller?
Do I still have my grappling tool?
No, because that was the one you went to go across the ship. You haven't got your pistol. Can you think of anything you could do?
You do have a pistol.
No, they secured it.
They took the weapon.
Oh yeah, they did.
So how far away is Miller at this point?
About 10 feet away.
Okay. Could I vent air from my suit as loose as like a thrust to get to Miller and then back to the ship?
No. But I like your thinking. Those sort of lines. Think of that along those sort of lines. What could you do? So if you imagine Miller's about 10 metres down the tube, being pulled on by this whaling Utani guy, you're right by the door holding on. And air's just being sucked out.
Now that foot. Jesus. Good. Female attention.
Fate.
I don't know.
Can't think of anything.
It's okay. I'm infected. I'll go. Bye.
If you can't, it's fine.
We shall die.
Not necessarily. We'll see what happens. It just means let's put it up to a fate dice.
The dice go
A fate die or you help.
If
Save
you,
two.
If you can't think of anything, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. It's just, Madam Mayor's first ever game from start to finish.
First ever game.
Am I close to the crane?
Nope. That's down another deck.
That's down deck.
Could you spin the fucking crane to grab it?
Nope, because the
It's blown up, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
If you can't think of anything, don't worry.
Is there something I'm missing?
No.
No.
No, you've
not
just
saying
got to
there
either
is.
sacrifice
Having
yourself or you might not,
What do you want to do?
or you can sacrifice
You
Madam.
got to decide. Got to decide.
I can't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fate dice. Right. So as this sort of struggle's going on, you kick him in the face and he just off he goes into the vacuum. Wilson's there by the door and he's sort of hanging on. You start clambering up this umbilical, what's left of it. You grab onto Wilson's suit, the door opens, you jump in, there's a lot of air being vented out and the door shuts. Okay?
We survived.
You see the Salato just sort of go and then explode. It's gone.
Oh.
You have your starboard engines are gone, but you have still got port engines, and it doesn't seem like the reactor's gone off, otherwise you'd all be a hot mess right now. So, you have successfully blown up the ships. You come back, you've got a bit of concussion damage, but you're okay. These two are lying in their spacesuits at the doorway. What was the umbilical?
Hugging.
Just
We're a mess.
Just weeping.
I'm an infected mess.
So, Mother pipes up, the weird Mother 3000 with the
She doesn't
strange
like us,
AI.
does she?
I wish you hadn't done that. But it's okay. Get yourself into cryo and I'll get you back to Earth. Whaling Utani needs this information. There are 2 free pods. The Doctor's and Clayton's. And then the last pod. So there's enough space for the 3 of you.
Save my crew. It's my job. My job's done.
So what do you want to do?
So we can get in the
You go back to hypersleep and she'll get the Chronos back to
Really?
Earth.
Do you trust her then?
She's Utani. You know that
She's
she
Utani.
wants to get this Utani stuff back to Earth.
Oh well, I want to do that. I think that's a nice.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
way. After everything we've just been through, I am
Yeah.
infected. That can sort me
But
out.
but if you're in cryo sleep, it will freeze your body.
Also, Miller is infected.
Okay, so are we all talking over comms now?
He's gonna shoot me.
I've come up.
So let's assume
Can
that
I
we
comms
do
up?
go back to Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, his accent's back.
We
Sorry.
we gotta leave a message or something just to let them know that Miller's infected.
Yep.
Fucking doctor had a cure.
From what you understand, the doctor was in with Clayton on this.
Yeah.
He wanted to get it back.
Was it
to
a
Earth a lot of
scientist? He had a fucking cure, didn't he?
Scientist has got a cure. He's
Would I have downloaded that onto my
money.
data?
Mothers wants to take you all back to Earth so
And
they can
end goal.
synthesise the Draconis strain in Miller.
Yeah. She's the one who's infected. Miller was infected, so they were already going.
If your idea you don't want this to go back to Whale and Utani, you need to find a way of sacrificing the ship. Because Whale and Utani will get this eventually. It's going to take a long time for the ship to get back to Earth.
But we cryopody. I'm agreeing on that.
No, but it's more, do you want Whale and Utani to get a hold of this information?
There's no other way. It's
Who
gonna
else
get, it's
is
gonna
gonna-
get
Well,
back.
that's what was about to happen and you stopped them.
No, I saved my crew. I don't know who they are.
You stop.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
they
a
look
port
dodgy.
guy.
Look,
I'm a port
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I'm here
I'm
to save
down
my
to
crew.
go into cryo as long as we leave a message that Miller is infected.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's the first you've heard of that. Miller's infected.
Sorry, what?
Got this alien thing inside me.
So the cryo, so we can all go into cryo and it'll be all right.
Yes.
Does Cooper have the cure?
No.
I've got to protect my crew.
Cooper's never a cure. Cooper was deliberately infecting people for Whale and Utani.
I've got all the data on my page.
Can I see the data? Oh my
Not to
god!
read
So what's the
that.
data? What's the data?
So basically, they found this spore strain on this planet. Once it infects the host, it incubates, and then something bursts out and it's hyper violent, and it's a biological alien, xenomorph
Little
thing, and
baby.
it just kills things. Wayne and Utani wants this information because they can weaponise it, and Cooper was very much like, yes, big paycheck, let's do this.
Okay.
Him and Clayton were in cahoots.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go into cryo.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to go to cryo?
Yeah.
Right, just out of interest, just in case there's any skullduggery and fucking around,
I'll put
who's
this up.
first? Who's first
Maybe
into
the
cryo?
infected one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree on that.
So Miller, you go into cryo, you go to sleep. You're going to wake up at some
Probably
point.
post-it notes on
Who's
the
next?
fucking-
On my head.
Who's next?
Oh.
Oh, wait, she's asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do a battle?
No,
A battle?
don't
Can I do
battle.
a heavy combat?
Just
For what?
talk.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to shoot him.
Why?
No.
I'm going to shoot you.
Why?
She's asleep.
I'm in this with you.
I'm here to protect my crew.
Yeah,
So am I.
Is she crew?
He's done really good.
God of
No,
Wayland.
don't let him
So am I.
crack
God
You
of
think I'm
Wayland.
about this fucking
Don't let him
situation?
shoot
Look at me,
you.
you stupid cunt.
Are you actually going to try and kill him?
No,
Yep.
Crafty, don't let him
Wow.
do that.
He's got one shot.
I've got one shot left. I'm here to protect my crew. I'm sorry.
I hope you get a critical fucking foul. If it malfunctions, you fucking kill yourself. Brilliant.
He might do.
Successful. Under stress.
Three.
You've
got two for two.
Three failures.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Three? No, that's not.
No,
that
it's-
wasn't.
it's-
That was one. That was
No,
one.
that
that
wasn't.
was another one.
Was it?
Yeah. That's not good, is it?
Oh.
Okay, so you pull the gun. How we gonna end this?
How it ended.
So he's dead.
No.
The shot goes off.
Right, I'll tell you what, we've got a couple of options. So, I can tell you how it ends. I can come up with two different endings and I'll just pick one when I come to edit it so you won't know
Oh
how
wait,
it
wait.
ended.
Before I shoot him, can I tell him?
What?
Tell him what?
I'm an undercover agent for Wayland's rivals, and I need the information which you just gave to me.
That's why you wanted to shoot him.
She's asleep.
That's so fucking hot.
Okay, so
Sorry.
as you're drifting off into hypersleep, it's strange, you're sort of in and out of consciousness, you're slowly slipping away. You thought you heard like a dull bang, almost like a gunshot in the last moments of consciousness, and you're asleep.
Aww.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll say you shot him.
Yep.
You killed Wilson. Are you going to cryo?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to cryo. As you're going off to sleep, Mother pipes up. We'll get you back to Earth safely, back into the hands of Wayland Yutani.
You just fucking give yourself up.
Okay?
Ah, shit, I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's fine. She'll get you back to Earth.
I don't need to go. I don't want to go back to it.
You realise you're half
I forgot
asleep.
about fucking Mother.
Fuck.
So the last thing that gets said, so... Hello all, so we're going to have a bit of a wrap-up chat at the end of this episode, but before we get onto that, this is a little something extra that not even the players are aware of. So anyone who's played this module will notice that there was no aliens in this, and there actually are a couple that can pop up, and one in particular that should pop up. Now the reason I've left them out is for two reasons. One, guys are new to the rules, and it was more fun just seeing how they interact with each other. And two, more importantly, it's because I'm going to do a direct connection to the second module, Destroyer of Worlds. So in that module, normally it starts off with the guys the players are there to find the 4 missing Marines. Instead, they will be going to the Arctic station to find the survivors of the UCSS Kronos. Lyram Cham, Vanessa Miller, Bean and Cooper, and we'll follow off directly as the Colonial Marines are sent in to find the remaining of the team. Now, a couple of things that may not have come through as we were playing. So Cham is actually a member of Label Biotechnics, and which is basically a corporate competitor to Wayland Yutani. When he killed Wilson, it was quite funny, and he was going to basically backstab Wayland Yutani and take all the info back to his own corporation. Unfortunately, he forgot about Mother and went to sleep, so that's a shame. So Mother will now be floating through space. She's found a location of the nearest outpost and will be heading there, and we'll see you all on the next chapter of this three film sort of mini campaign. The second one is Destroyer of Worlds, and then the final film will be Heart of Darkness. So we'll see you on those. Thank you very much everyone for listening and having fun. Now I'm going to leave you to, this was us guys after the game, just having a bit of a wrap up chat and seeing how it goes, considering Madam Air and Dr. Just have never done a roleplay before, and Div's only done a couple, and just seeing what everyone's thoughts was. But cheers, we'll see you on the next one. And you float off into space. Right, so that's the end of Chariot of the Gods, the first game. Now the way it works is there's 2 more games, so there's like a trilogy of films. That's the first film done. The second film is I cannot wait to play, so it's called Destroyer of Worlds. you're all going to be a unit of colonial marines going to a planet kicking ass and just killing everything. And all of the films are linked to the Draconis strain. So there'll be a story that goes on.
Oh,
So
wow.
So basically, even though Mother's taken us back.
Well, you don't know what happened.
Okay.
So it could,
Good.
because it could be as well, your guys are waiting in the wings to take over the ship before it gets to Earth.
Okay.
You've gone Betty Bye Boys.
I played that quite well, didn't I?
Hopefully they get to you before whaling you time.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah.
Sleep with one open tonight, motherfucker.
As soon as you
Knock
gave
on
me
your
these
bedroom window.
cards.
I'm going to bend your bedroom window.
So there's some quite cool ones in it. So when you get infected, it's quite cool. There's also...
Did anyone else get infected?
Like Rye is all about, let's just get as much money as we can. She needs to get back to her sick brother and cure his illness. So
Okay.
she will do anything
That
to get that
wasn't
way.
good then. Nice.
Davis basically doesn't give a fuck, and she can fuck you over even better. Now yours, there was something else on yours as well. If you suffered an injury, you're not human.
Yes.
Oh no!
He was a synthetic.
Wow.
So you remember when
Cyborg.
he could have cut his leg on that bit of metal?
And you
He'd have just been
didn't.
pissing white blood, and then you'd all been like, "You're a fucking synthetic."
And then that's when I was
I would have
supposed to
shot you on the
expose myself.
fucking spot.
So if you want, we can sort of retcon it and say you haven't gone to sleep because you technically don't need to. So you're going to get the ship back to
Yeah.
the rivals.
Yeah. So I knew that, but I was waiting. You know when you rolled me when I went into it,
Yeah.
I was like,
So the second film's Destroyer Worlds, and then the third film, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically about, because the second one is you go down to a planet where there's a civil unrest and there's actual like proper aliens knocking about, and you just go and fucking kill everything.
That's so
It's
cool.
a proper action film. The third one is there is a science vessel on the fringes of a black hole studying space dementia and the Draconis strain, and something happens on the science ship. As a rule set, I'll use it for a lot of stuff. So I've got a really cool one-off we can do, underwater Mariana Trench
Oh yeah, that sounds cool.
science. Well, that's your first ever role play from
That
start
was
to finish.
brilliant.
Did you like it?
It was really quite.
You seemed you got quite stressed at the end of that.
Because I didn't know what. I feel like there needs to be a right and a wrong, but I then.
Sometimes there are, to be fair,
Yeah.
there are. But with this
But I
particular
feel like
game, it's not.
you sort of still gave us that guidance that we
Needed.
needed for our
For-
first roleplay game.
Yeah, it's quite a light. It's a quite. Well, no, so the rules are light, but the sort of game setting's quite heavy with this because you've got to be like, shit, can I be cut through? Like he literally could have said, yeah, they'd have shot you on the bridge and he'd have walked off and made a load of money.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
But he didn't know you were infected until you said you were
Yeah.
infected.
Well, that's
Is it
the
not-
All I
I
was
do-
trying to do.
When you said you're infected, they genuinely just took you off
Yeah.
and just left you on the
Left
ship and
you.
gone, I'm fucking. And
But that's why I went. That's what. In all honesty, as soon as they were docking, I knew. Obviously, my secret tactic. Because you didn't tell me that secret tactic before.
You know, the
So,
weird thing is,
the
when,
nice. Oh, go on.
when you were in the room with the gun to the scientist, I was genuinely going to shoot you.
Which scientist?
With the medic on the floor,
The
sorry.
medic, you know.
I was
yeah.
genuinely going to shoot you.
Why?
I don't know. Because I was like, okay, it's him or him. Do we need the medic alive? So it's him or fucking Clayton. Whatever
But why
her name
would you
was.
shoot me? I'm the muscle. I was cleaning up the air systems.
But you were going to shoot an innocent man.
So to give you an idea as
Medic.
well, so
People didn't identify that it wasn't innocent, but
Wasn't the time.
No, you shot Clayton. I disarmed you.
but I was going to shoot you instead of Clayton.
Ah.
So there's other ways you can play this as well. So there's a lot of optional stuff. So all those characters who are in asleep, I cut that short because it's easier, especially with the new game. But they are all actually awake on the ship. Some are infected, some aren't, and then it eventually happens up. There's another synthetic who's
What
got
the
her
name of that
own
as well?
fucking agenda as well.
What's her name? What's her agenda?
Ava. So she was working for your company and didn't realise, and well, and basically she destroyed the ship, so no one gets it. There's always even like cool stuff. So what you found in the science labs,
Yeah, that's cool.
there was some weird bones, these urns, like you see in Prometheus with the black goo.
I
Yeah,
love
that.
Prometheus.
Yep. fungal modes. It's even got rules for if you want one of you or one of the NPC crew will have a bloodburst come out, and that alien will run around the ship trying to kill everyone.
That
So
is so
there's
cool.
tons of shit you can put on
Tons
it.
of ways it can go.
So, technically, I should have put an alien in. That is mandatory, but I like to mess with stuff.
Well, I think that by the time the alien incubated, we'd have all been dead.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
No,
I think
so-
we knew there was one on the
You know,
ship.
when you
though,
found the
wasn't it?
wrench arm in the reactor core. There's
Yeah.
an alien asleep in there, and it's just hibernating because the ship powered down, and it's the warmest part of the ship. So when you start her up, the alien wakes up and is like, "Oh fucking hell, food, let's go." But yeah, there's really cool there's fucked up shit. So when it hits you, you got so Kurt had 2 health. So Div had 2 health.
Yeah.
So if he got hit again by the alien, there's a chance of instant death. The alien just rips you apart. There's really horrific ways of dying. And then, so Madame, you were infected, you could end up as either a still infection, so in hyper sleep like you are, so you still technically could live, or you could turn into the abomination and all mutated.
Ugh.
I know.
Beluga head. But yeah, there's loads of fucked up stuff, and even they can just kill you with 1 hit, or rip your arm off.
That's crazy.
This game is brutal. So
And how many times can you really replay this?
To be fair, loads. I would say about 2/3 of the book I didn't use. Now, obviously, certain story beats like the Kronos appear, and it's going to be a science vessel. There might be an alien on.
Yeah.
But no, so it's little stuff. So, like your pistol would have done 2 damage. An alien has about 6 health. So in the Destroyer Worlds, let's say you rolled 6 successes on your attack roll, every success after 1, you just add a damage point. So the idea is you literally go in there and just bang.
Yeah.
It's like the film. You just rip these fuckers apart. You've got nukes and all sorts. It's pretty cool. And the intro to that's going to be a laugh when we do it. Because it says in the book, I have to... So it's as if you 3 are... Well, let's say, if he's playing, you're all on parade in the Marine Corps, and I've got to talk to you like a drill sergeant. And be like, you're a sorry sack of fucking shit. The lolly, sound off. What's your name? And you've got to give your name. And
My name's Shaman. I'm a.
Oh, you won't be Cham. There'll be different characters.
Oh, will they?
But same
I like
same
Cham.
rule set. Well, Cham might come back.
Because he is
He might come back.
Yeah,
Well, no,
yeah.
because I can edit it a little bit, so it could be the character survive. I'll just put it in somewhere and come up with my own story.
Do you know, that was that I really enjoyed that. I loved that little twist.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved that little twist.
For me, it was so.
Did you see that
walking
coming?
in and executing Clayton, fucking beautiful. That was like proper. I'm a company man. Go fuck yourself. I'm in charge. That was just picturing it as a film. You're all
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
like what's going on, scientist, and he just walks on the with bang.
So that's what I saw in the fucking science. I know she's fucking infected.
You
You
executed
look, I did
the
the
poor
same to you,
lady.
Missy. Yeah.
He didn't come at you.
They come in and your body's on the floor.
He told me, he's like, yeah, the medic came at me with a syringe, so I shot him. No, you put him down while he was quivering on the floor.
I did, but they didn't pick up on that.
Well,
We
that's fine.
knew
I
you
knew you
did.
did, but
No, yeah,
the character didn't.
the character did.
Yeah.
The stuff he found out in the science lab which he didn't tell you. Yeah.
Well, as soon as I got all that information, I was like, "Yep, I know where it's going." That's why I was waiting.
Well, that's a very basic game. Normally, there's like secret messages being passed.
I'm sorry.
You use my trust against me.
I'm just.
Be like,
do you know the
"Can I do
whole
this
time?
in secret?"
Do you know
Yeah,
the
no,
whole
I think
time?
that's probably what I would have done,
I don't know if.
just to make sure I was doing the right thing.
Well, the beauty with this is there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
You just do what you feel's right. And if it's wrong, it's wrong.
Did
Yeah.
any like with me, well, like with this, especially like that set, I could literally envision myself.
You can
in
picture, you can
pic-
picture
like the
it.
whole, like I can, on Alien 3 where they actually got
See,
the
I
mule
don't remember
out,
Yeah,
much of the
yeah.
film.
and for me, I was thinking the mule was exactly the same look, and it was hooked on. That's why I said, "Is there a grappling hook?" Because I knew she hooked
Yeah.
it up. So I was like using the things from the film to try and. But in my head, I was built like
Okay.
I loved that. I would.
Well, the idea of that is it's supposed to be because there's only supposed to be one alien on the ship, so it's very much like the very first film. You're being hunted by a singular creature and you've got to get out. That's why you got the flame units to keep it. You won't hurt it; it just scares it off. The second one is aliens. You are going to go and just kill. We're talking hundreds of aliens. You're going to just wipe them out because you're all badass.
Is that the one where we have the low people on the board? You remember the one that? You
No,
could just-
that's just a board game where it's aliens. That's the film Aliens. The
That's
second
cool.
one, so it's a role play game, exactly the same that is.
That is.
But you all
absolutely-
play hardcore Marines.
Do you know if I'm just blown away by it. Like, I don't know, it sounds silly. Like,
No, because
2 years ago we
did
never.
one session of Call of Cthulhu, and that was the wrong game to introduce you. That's too heavy. This is nice because it's all in the box
You
made
know the
for
one
you.
where it was me, you, Graham, and I think Cook played the one where we were underwater.
That's Cthulhu.
Yeah.
True.
So that's using this rule. So that's
Yeah.
one I've written myself. We'll play that. That's a good.
I
That's
think
fun.
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, so it's nice because it's all in one box. It's all there for TV to play. It's really easy to run.
Still can't get my head around though, not having like an actual character to move around.
Yeah.
Well, we could have, if you know what I mean. Like, if
We
you
can,
really
we
want
can
to
do that. If that helps you
visualize.
Yeah, I can always do like a little battle. I've got battle mats. I'll hand draw the maps, and you just move the man around. If that helps, I can do that.
Yeah.
Because we could have used the ship,
Well,
and
yeah,
we could have used the
have
little
maps and the
tokens
little
or the men,
characters.
Yeah.
and then we could have run.
Because all them tokens, I've got enough there to do. Because there'd be effectively you three and 9 other characters who I'd play, plus the alien running around. But it's just like, we'll keep it to 3. Let's just kill off a couple.
Yeah, no.
Because all that shit about the crew, the cave in the skull, the guy who shot himself, I've made all that up on the spot.
Yeah.
That's not in the book. That's just there to condense it for you, to make it easy to play.
It's good, isn't it? It's good.
But
I mean, I've done it for 20 something
Yeah,
years.
no,
I've
it's
been a
definitely a sort of
DZ.
skill that you need because I couldn't do that.
The
That's
main
very
rule
good.
book is still in my house.
Yeah, no, I
I
couldn't.
didn't need it. Just make it up. Half them die rolls I was doing bollocks. Just adds tension
No, it's good.
to the players. Like, what's he rolling for? No, what?
Yeah, you don't know.
Probably literally nothing.
But
Yeah.
I also really want to play with some of your minis that you painted.
Yeah,
I want to play.
To be
some
fair,
of
I've
it.
actually got a subscriber bought me the Blackstone Fortress game.
Yeah.
That's fun. So that's all 4 of us playing together. We all have one character. We've got to go on a ship, find these artifacts, and get out.
I want to do that. I want to use something that you've painted.
Would anyone be happy with like us recording the
Get bored. You
the
wanna do a
board? I really
instead,
Yeah, could do.
because the only thing is like I really want to try and like now I know you're going to go back and you're going to edit this. I enjoyed this more
I'm glad you liked it. That's the main thing, that you enjoyed it.
Then
It's your first
actually-
roleplay experience.
making content for YouTube. I enjoyed this.
What's-
I really enjoyed.
what'll be
I enjoyed the
fascinating-
I enjoyed the role play type. I loved how there was twists and turns. There was more interaction between. I think this is going to help us with when it comes to
Yeah,
because you remember I
It's
wrote
role playing.
you remember
so-
I wrote that ARC series thing. Remember that, and I've still got it on my phone. Like I've still got that ARC thing, and it was more of a role play type of thing where it was a scenario where a person went through time.
Yeah. So,
And-
so the issue with that you've got on a computer game is you either need to play a game like say Baldur's Gate where there is a big story to go and play with and have fun with,
Yeah.
or you effectively need a DM, a dungeon master or games master, to go and play an arc. I've written, let's say I've physically written it. You're going to interact with the stuff I give you, but then I need to go in and move shit around. So it's quite hard on computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what will be amazing to see is as you play more games, you'll get more comfortable with just doing stupid voices, overacting, saying really ridiculous shit that you in real life you'd be like, I'd never do that. I wouldn't just walk in a room and plug someone. But you've played a few games
Yeah, probably.
of Call of Cthulhu and stuff, that's fun. We'll play that at some point.
Yeah.
That's hours of fun. That shit. That's all just scary monsters. I'm going mad.
What's the one? What was it we played? We were on with me, you, Graham, and I think
You
Cook.
gotta stop name dropping people.
Sorry, me, you, Priest,
people.
and
Yeah. Oh, that helps. Yeah.
an armed boy. We were on. I think we ended up getting like a boat with a line with a house and a barn.
You have to
Was that
be more
BP,
specific.
BPD stuff?
You have to be more specific. I don't know.
And then we ended up going back to the BPD and looking at the artifacts and stuff.
Possibly. Yeah.
And then
Oh,
there was
the
one
one in
artifact.
Scandinavia. Yeah, it was big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. and then
But
one of
did the
artifacts.
rules, were they easy to follow?
I
you
thought
have a number, that's the number of dice you throw. If you get a 6, great. If you get a 1, you're stressed.
yes.
Yeah, no, I got that. That was quite easy to understand. I had to keep making sure I was ready
Yeah,
with the
that's
right
fine.
amount.
The only thing I felt is I felt that wasn't punishing enough.
Oh yeah, I've not gone after
But
you.
I think that's fine for a first
Yeah.
Yeah.
time player, because I think if you sort of threw us in the deep end and drowned us, I'd be like, well, what's the point in us playing?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, if you're going to kill me off within 10 minutes of me playing, then what is the point in me playing?
So
then
with
as you
that,
progress and get better at making decisions, then
yeah, completely agree.
then you can be a bit more brutal.
So with that, because you've got the espionage side of you, Tony, and all that, he's supposed to basically fuck all you over.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Which
We
you
get
didn't,
that.
but that's fine.
No.
That's absolutely fine. I quite like the fact you didn't.
Yeah.
It worked.
Thanks. Sorry, I fucked you over.
But like a traditional D&D, like say fantasy Dungeons and Dragons, it's
Robot.
like most of them. You're all together. You're all on the same side. This occasionally throws red herrings in and goes, "Well, you're actually working for this group." And so you've got to secretly do
But
stuff.
it's not all, fighting against each other.
Well, now if you think about it, you fired 2 shots the whole of the campaign. It's not a combat; it's very story. This is,
And one of them was at me.
and just seeing how you react.
I had to kill the medic. He was pathetic. I'm a
Technically, we fought
symbiote.
3 then.
I've had games where I've physically scared players at the table. So a similar one where they're on a spaceship. One of the players is running down a corridor, and all I'm doing is that on the table. And I said, "That's all you can hear behind you," and I'm just tapping away. And eventually, every time he turns around, it stops, and he's getting more and more panicked as a player. And then he finally figured out, is that just my fucking echoes? I was like, yep. But he thought he was getting followed, and every time he'd speed up, it would speed
It
up.
would go faster.
I've got tons of weird props like candles that'll. So if you're in a forest, it'll smell like a forest. It'll smell like wet earth. So I'll try and do like full immersion. But to start with, it's not that's a nice and simple.
I really, I think opening my eyes to more of a. It's our role play is very much a structured type of role. There we go, we're doing that. Roll. There we go, we're doing that.
Because we play games
that are structured.
and
But-
there's a whole.
Yeah,
Well, sort of very linear.
but like I looked at today and I thought when we played Planetcraft, I didn't want to
There's
stop
no
playing.
sort of rules in
There's no
Planet.
There's no rule.
Yeah.
So I can.
I'm so glad you played it.
It's such a good game.
I absolutely love it.
And then it was just brilliant because it was I had stress.
We need to check our planet.
I had stress under I had to keep surviving myself with oxygen. I had a stress that I don't know anything about the game. I didn't even know how to build. I just went in and I hadn't even watched.
So with this then, because you mentioned in that, are you okay with playing a character? So you're given the character and you've got to play that. Are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you tell me to sort of make one up, I think that's where I struggle a little
Okay.
bit. Because like in the first role play we did, and you were like, you can sort of
Do anything.
Yeah, I do sort of like a controlled character, so
So you know what you're working with.
yeah, because I don't have a fantastic imagination, so I
Yeah, but
quite
that'll probably fine.
I'm sure it will.
But you look how far
I'm sure
you've
it will.
come from. When we first started when we first started YouTube,
No,
and then it was
I know.
like you
I
didn't.
didn't even speak.
This
To be
is
fair, you'll notice that the more we do roleplay games, you're going to do voices and accents, and it'll be second nature. You'll just be like, okay. Like I remember with that Cthulhu game, for people who listen to me, I think we played about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But like I remember your faces when I started talking as the desk sergeant, shouting the guy in the corridor who wasn't there, and you looking at me like, what the fuck's he doing? Who's he
No,
talking to?
I didn't.
But that's quite normal.
Yeah,
You get used
I
to
didn't.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Because
Weird that you both went Jesse Ventura with cigars. The fuck? And yet you didn't when you had a cigar. Really weird.
No.
You actually went more feminine, strangely.
I think it was. I think it was because we love Alien. I love the Alien
Yeah, it's
films,
one of my
Well,
and for
I
me,
haven't watched it. I don't know it as well as you guys do. Like I love Prometheus.
Yeah.
But these I watched years and years and years ago. I don't really remember. I know the first one a little bit, and then
but you see, for me, it was with the movie. You follow a certain script. The script follows you. You know the first one when they all wake up from. So I know the way you wake up in the cryopod. But for me, it was so nice that we made our own Alien.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it is that in my head the whole time I continuously had in my head a whole new. I can literally tell you how the ship looked in my
I
head.
like it.
But the thing is, we all visualise it at different ways, and that's what I love.
And you know, like where the pods were. You know, when I walk past, like I can actually visualise the glass pod from And for me, it was really, really nice to see, because now I can. As much as
would that help if I put up like a mood board as well? So because
like
I've done that with
ambience.
parties in the past, so I'll have, so say like here on the wall, I'd have pictures of the interior of a standard like alien film ship. So you could like, so when you're walking through corridors,
literally do something on that wall for.
Because when you're walking down a corridor, you can be like, oh, that's what they look like. That's what the room mother
that
looks
would
like.
definitely help me, because I don't know what it looks like.
Because I normally do sound effects and shit as well, and music when I play.
Yeah.
I haven't with this because I'm gonna edit it in. But if it was a game we weren't recording, you'd have all sorts.
Because what I keep thinking is okay. I know it's Star Citizen, but like.
But again, that's like Planet Crafter. We have to make our own
No,
story.
but
that's what I'm saying.
like
It's really
Star
good.
Citizen,
we have to
so
roleplay.
for me, it would be like, I know it sounds pretty weird, but we can basically use a ship and actually self-destruct it, and it can actually be a broken down ship, and we can like board it, and then hop onto the ship, you know, like spacesuit across.
Yeah, make your own stories out of it. Yeah.
You see what I mean? Now I've got an understanding of that. Now, obviously, it's not going to be as here's the alien book. This is what we're going to do. It's not going to be that crafted. But now I know that
crafted.
Yeah, but
We've got a new video we got to watch when we go to bed.
Oh god.
We watch you in bed.
It's to be fair, I quite enjoyed this one. It was good. But yeah, no. So I'm glad you liked it. We'll do the second one at some point. Destroyer World. Destroyer World's hilarious. I'm gonna go. You've seen Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
So you know the drill instructor. I'm gonna go full drill instructor at the start of that.
Good God.
I'm gonna have you standing in the kitchen, and I'm gonna be shouting at you like, "You are a sorry sack of shit, son." What a sound off, name the class immediately.